Begin with chapter number 13 from your history book of grade 7, and the name of the chapter is Directive Principles of State Policy. Let's begin. Welfare state. The framers of our constitution had a dream of establishing a welfare state. A welfare state is a country where citizens are guaranteed a healthy standard of living, equal opportunity, and full employment, and a fair distribution of wealth. So you can say these are the features which have to be present in a country in order to say it is a welfare state. So what are the features? Let us summarize. First is welfare of the citizen. That means development of the citizens. And is the responsibility of the state. State means responsibility of that nation or that government, you can say. Okay, next is every citizen enjoys social and economic justice in a welfare state. So every citizen will enjoy justice. There will be no discrimination on the basis of religion or gender or caste. Okay, every citizen will be treated equally. Next is it is based on the principle of equality of opportunity. Okay, for all and aims to secure full employment. So we can understand here they are trying to say about the equal opportunity. Again, keeping aside the discriminations, the religion, the gender. Okay, keeping all these things aside, everybody will be given the equal opportunity to develop themselves. Last point is it guarantees to its citizens equitable distribution of wealth. Okay, it will not be seen in a welfare state that the total money, or you can say total economy or total uh, wealth is just in the hands of few. We will find that there is distribution, equal distribution. The amount of work everybody will be doing, according to that the payment they will be receiving. Okay, these are the features which a welfare state needs to have. Now let us understand what is the meaning of a directive principle or directive principles of state policy. These guidelines which the central and the state government or local government are expected to follow for the welfare of the people. Okay, I told you just now what are the features of the welfare state. So in order to fulfill these features, the guidelines which the local, central, and the state government is following is known as the directive principles of state policy. This contain a list of important and basic economic and social rights which the framers of the constitution wanted every Indian to enjoy. So what are the directive principles of state policy? Those can be divided into three categories. One is the principles promoting economic equality. Next is Gandhian principles promoting economic and social development. Gandhian principles promoting economic and social development, and the last one is general principles. Okay, so let us understand all of this. First is what is the meaning of these principles promoting economic equality. The government is directed to make and enact laws to ensure the following rights for the citizens of India. Number 1 is fair and equitable distribution of wealth and material resources of the country. The resources of the country should be used for the common good of all. That means whatever natural resources we are having in the country, it is not being used for few or those who are rich, not for them. It have to be used for the development, for the welfare of the common people. Okay, we'll find that the materials and that means the natural resources and the wealth is getting utilized by the common people. Adequate means of livelihood for the citizens. That means there will be adequate way, there will be enough, adequate means enough, there will be enough means or ways through which they can earn their livelihood, they can earn money for their living. Every citizen will get opportunity to earn their living. equal pay for equal work for both men and women. Okay, in many of the countries we found that often we find that the same work which is done by a boy they are paid high, and the same work which is done by a girl they get less paid, though the work is same. So here in a welfare state we will always find that there will be equal pay. These are the economic equality. Okay, equal pay no matter whatever the gender is. For that work there will be a fixed payment. The right to work so that there is no unemployment problem in the country. Okay, there is right to work. Everybody has the right to choose his or her own profession, but this doesn't mean that he will choose such a profession which is going to harm the citizens. Then the state will interfere or the government will interfere. Okay, if it is not harming anybody, then any kind of job you can opt for. Assistance of the old, the sick, people with disabilities, and the unemployed. So the government will take care of the old, the sick, the people, those who are disabled, that means the handicapped people. Okay, those are called the special childs, and even the unemployed people should be assisted, means helped by the government. Living wage, a living wage for every worker, that is a wage which will enable a person to buy basic necessities. That means just because he's working under a factory doesn't mean that the factory owner will pay him whatever he likes. There have to be certain rule that as the person is working he should be able to buy his own basic needs or basic items which is necessary for him. So the payment should be according to that. A decent standard of living and leisure, that means that a person should have sufficient money to live his life, and he should also have some rest time. Okay, protection of children and young against exploitation. We have to take care that the small children don't get into work, like we say child labor, or the young people also don't get exploited by the rich people. So protection to the children and young, both are being taken care here. Okay, next comes the Gandhian principle. What is the meaning of this? Is it during the freedom movement, Gandhiji had worked out a plan for social development. Some of his ideas were included as directive principles. As per the Gandhian principles, the government is directed to take the following steps. Number 1, provide free and compulsory education for all children up to age of 14. Right? So this is again Gandhian principle. This is also under directive principle which Gandhi was actually planning out, and the government should be following it. So here they are saying first point is free and compulsory education for the children and up to the age of 14, which we find in the government schools is being provided in India. Number 2, promote cottage industry in villages. Cottage industry means small industries where we will find that the workers are working with the manual tools, or there are only few workers, like 5-10 workers are there, those are working. Okay, those are the small industries. Next is prohibit. Prohibit means to stop. Prohibit the slaughter of cattle and modernize agriculture and animal husbandry. So here they are saying that the third point is prohibition of slaughter of cattle. That means no need to cut the cattle for the meat. Okay, no need to kill the cattle for the meat. Prohibit means to stop. We have to stop slaughtering. We have to stop killing the animals for meat. First thing. Second thing is agriculture should be modernized. That means modern technologies or tools must be used, and the animal husbandry should also have well management. Okay, that means they should also be modernized. Next is promote the educational and economic interest of the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and the weaker sections of the society. So they are trying to explain here is the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, those were not at all interested in the mainstream development. They also have to be brought forward, and if any other caste is lagging behind, we have to take care of them, and we have to give them some special privileges, special some benefits, so that they come forward. Okay, improve the level of nutrition and general health of the people. So the way the people are getting food from the ration shops, those have to get improved, and the health facilities like the health centers and the hospitals, government hospitals, should provide better services. Okay, prevent the consumption of intoxication drinks and harmful drugs. Here they're saying that the citizens must be stopped from consumption of alcohol or any kind of drugs. Establish village panchayats. So these are the principles which are said by Mahatma Gandhi ji, and which is again a part of our directive principle, which our central, state, and local government is trying to follow. Hopefully, you understood till this much. Thank you.